Hey, good evening. Happy Wednesday, and welcome to Quick Bite History Live, where we try to have a little fun with history. Tonight, we are pleased to present two different shows in one. We will roll out our robots for two exciting rounds of digital speed painting. First, we'll be featuring the famous icons of the 1980s. I think you'll enjoy that. And then in our second round, we will present famous scientists through the ages. And then stick around at the end of for a short preview of an upcoming video from Quick Find History. Now, please do check in. If you haven't checked in already, please do that. And we'll get our robots going. Anyway, you know the rules around here. We do the painting, you guys do the guessing. Again, the first category is iconic pop culture characters from the 1980s. So here we go. This character's story is centered around an intergalactic adventure. This character has a unique ability to heal wounds with a glowing touch. He is known for his long neck and large expressive eyes. This character famously loves Reese's Pieces candy. The phrase phone home is forever linked with this beloved character. Who knows who it is? Oh, come on. That was easy. Let me get this zoomed in a little. There we go. Anyway, you guys know this one. Who's got it? Who's got this one to start it off? Who is it? That's right. It's E.T. Steven Spielberg's 1982 film E.T. the Extraterrestrial, which became a classic of science fiction and family cinema. Next up, moving on, this character is an archaeologist and a professor. He is known for his fear of snakes. And if you remind me, I've got a snake story from yesterday. His adventures often involve seeking out ancient artifacts. He wields a whip and wears a fedora. Yes, you can see that. There you go. I see the right answer on the board. He is played by Harrison Ford in a famous film series. Yeah, everybody knows this one. Good job. Good job. Good job. Indiana Jones is the protagonist of the film series created by George Lucas and Steven Spielberg, starting with Raiders of the Lost Ark all the way back in 1981. Wow, 1981. That's right, Indiana Jones. There he is. All right, next up is number 3. This character is a teenager living in Hill Valley. He travels through time in a DeLorean car. His best friend is an eccentric scientist. Who is this? Who knows? He often finds himself fixing past mistakes to save the future. No, you don't know? He is played by Michael J. Fox. Who's the character? We're looking for the character. Now you can name the movie. He is played by Michael J. Fox in the Back to the Future trilogy. Who's the character? Anybody know? Anybody remember his character's name? He had a dad named George McFly. That's a good hit. Marty McFly is the main character in Back to the Future film series directed by Robert Zemeckis. Debuted in 1985. Okay, next up. Now, I actually didn't watch this as a kid, so I guess 1980s. Yeah, I was still a kid. I guess I was in my 20s. I didn't really follow this guy. This character is an alter ego of Prince Adam. He wields a magical sword and possesses superhuman strength. Who knows this one? His arch nemesis is Skeletor. He defends the realm of Eternia. Anybody know this? Yeah, no, I didn't know this one. I have to say, I didn't know this one. He shouts, "I have the power to transform." Anybody know? Anybody know this one? This is He-Man. He's the hero of animated television series He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, which aired in the 1980s. All right, I bet you can get this next one. This character is the leader of a group of robotic beings. The next clue will perhaps give it away. He transforms into a semi-truck. There you go. You got the idea. He fights against the Decepticons. Had to watch a Transformers marathon the other night with Bella here. She loves the Transformers. Too bad she's not on. He is known for his wisdom and bravery. He is the leader of the Autobots. You know his name? Who knows his name? Well, Transformers, yes, but who is this guy? Who is this guy? This is Optimus Prime. He is the central character in the movie the whole Transformers franchise, which includes animated series, comics, and live-action films. Optimus Prime, there he is. All right, I bet you get the next one. Here we go. This artist started his career as a child in a family band. He became known as the King of Pop. King of Pop. His dance moves, including the moonwalk, are iconic. You know this one. Of course you do. Everybody knows this one. His album Thriller is one of the best-selling albums of all time. He is famous for his single sequined glove. There you go. You guys have it. Good job. Michael Jackson was a globally influential pop singer and entertainer whose career spanned several decades, starting in the 1960s with the Jackson 5. Michael Jackson. All right, next up, number 7. This artist is known for constantly reinventing her image. She gained fame with hits like a Virgin and Material Girl. Who knows? She is often referred to as the Queen of Pop. Not the King of Pop, the Queen of Pop. Her provocative performances and music videos stirred controversy. I guess they still do. There you go. You guys are on top of it tonight. Our robots are doing the painting, and you guys are guessing famous pop icons of the 1980s. Madonna is an American singer, songwriter, and actress who became a cultural icon in the 1980s and continues to be influential in the music industry today. Robots did a good job with her. All right, now this next one's a little challenging, partly because the robots do a lousy painting, but partly because you may not remember. This character is part of a popular 1980s video game. He navigates a maze of eating pellets. He is chased by ghosts named Blinky, Pinky, Inky, and Clyde. You guys ever play this even once? I doubt it. I did. There you go. It's in the house. Brad knows. He is a yellow circular character. Pac-Man is an arcade game developed by Namco and released in 1980. Really in the 80s. Becoming an enduring symbol of the 1980s pop culture. Not sure the robots did Pac-Man justice on this one, but anyway. Did you? Oh, you played Miss Pac-Man, right, Brad? Anyway, that was number 8. In case you're keeping track. On to number 9. Icons of the 1980s. This character is a plumber by profession. He often rescues Princess Peach. I actually don't know that much about this. His adventure takes place in the Mushroom Kingdom. He is known for his red hat and mustache. This character is the main character in Nintendo's Super Mario series. There's a pretty good clue. Okay, Brad. That's right. Mario is a video game character created by Nintendo and has appeared in over 200 games since his creation. We've got 200 versions of that game. How about that? Wow. All right, on to number 10. If you're keeping track, we're halfway home. This team deals with supernatural phenomena. Our robots are doing the painting, and you guys are doing the guessing. We're guessing famous icons of the 1980s. They use proton packs to capture ghosts. Who are these guys? Their headquarters is an old firehouse in New York City. There you go. I see the right answer up there. The logo features a ghost in a red circle with a slash. No ghosts. The phrase, "who you gonna call," is associated with them. Who you gonna call? Not sure the robots nailed all the characters in the painting, but you get 2 of the 3, and then as often with AI, you get like one of the same repeated. Ghostbusters is a 1984 supernatural comedy film directed by Ivan Reitman which became a cultural phenomenon and spawned a franchise. On to number 11, you'll know this one. This character is a high school student known for skipping school. He is famous for his elaborate schemes. He spends a day in Chicago with his best friend and his girlfriend. There you go. No, it's not Fonzie. although good guess. His character might have been kind of based on Fonzie. He often breaks the fourth wall and talks directly to the audience. He is a protagonist of the film Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Now, who's the character? There you go. Bueller! Ferris Bueller is the main character of the 1986 film Ferris Bueller's Day Off, directed by John Hughes. Moving on to number 12. This character is a Vietnam War veteran. Not to change gears or anything. He is a highly skilled in survival and combat. Who knows? He often finds himself in violent conflicts. Often. He is known for his muscular physique and a bandana. I guess those go together. Well, that is the actor. I see the actor, and I do see the character. Fred's got it. He is played by Sylvester Stallone in a film series. Who remembers his first name? You guys know his first name? I need first and last name. Not a lot of long conversation. No, not at all. John Rambo is the main character in the Rambo film series, starting with, what was the name of the first movie? Anybody know? First Blood in 1982. Sticking to the theme, this character is a boxer from Philadelphia. He started as an underdog fighter. He trained by running up the steps of the Philadelphia Museum of Art. I'm sure that's all he did. No, it's not Rambo again. It is Sylvester Stallone, yes. What's he famous for shouting right after the fight? Who remembers what he's famous? Oh, you kind of got it there already. Adrian! He is played by Sylvester Stallone in the film series. Rocky Balboa. Rocky Balboa is the main character in the Rocky film series, starting with a movie called Rocky in 1976. That's almost pre-1980s. That is pre-1980s. All right, this next one's a little trickier. Good luck. We're on to number 14. This character is a waitress turned warrior. Let's see you get that one. Hey, Shannon. Good to see you. She is a mother of a future resistance leader. She is targeted by time-traveling robots. Who knows? She transforms from a damsel in distress to a hardened fighter. Who knows the character's name? Of course, the movie. We all know the movie, I think. She is the central character in the Terminator series. What's her name? Her character's name. Who shows up in several of the movies. Anybody know? Sarah Connor. Sarah Connor is the main character in the Terminator series, debuting in 1984. All right, another challenging one. We're up to number 15, icons of the 1980s. This character is an animated singer and actress. The character is. She is known for her sultry voice and stunning looks. She is married to a cartoon rabbit. Who knows? Her famous line is, "I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way." Who knows? Who knows this one? She is the character from the film Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and her name is Jessica Rabbit. In the 1988 film Who Framed Roger Rabbit, voiced by Kathleen Turner. That would have been so huh? Oh, hey, I just got the Beatrice Kiddo reference. Yeah, I don't have any. I think that was 1990s. Anyway, number 16. Good luck with this one. This character is an alien from the planet Melmac. He crash lands on Earth and lives with a suburban family. Can you believe this was back in the 80s? Who knows who this is? He is known for his sarcastic humor. He has a penchant for eating cats. I forgot about that. Kind of a dark, I remember it was kind of a dark little feature. He liked to eat cats. His name stands for alien life form. Who remembers this character? Yeah, you got it. Very good. That's right. This is Alf. Alf is the main character of the TV sitcom Alf, which aired from 1986 to 1990. We're all the way up to number 17 is next. See if you can get this one. I bet you all get this one fast. This character is a small furry creature. Unlike Alf. He must avoid bright lights, water, and being fed after midnight. Do not feed him after midnight. Who knows? His species is called the Magua. Magua. He has a gentle and friendly personality. Who remembers the character's name? Oh, Brad's got the whole thing. He's got the character's name, the movie, the works. That is indeed correct. Gizmo is a character in the 1984 film Gremlins, directed by Joe Dante. You guys remember that? I think it was actually kind of a scary movie, right? Yeah, it seems like it was. That's right. Gizmo from the Gremlins. All right, on to our next icon from the 1980s. This artist is the lead singer of a famous rock band. He is known for its powerful voice and flamboyant stage presence. Who remembers this icon of the 80s? Hits like Bohemian Rhapsody and We Are the Champions are associated with this star. This is not the boss. Yeah. He often performed in a white tank top and jeans. He was the frontman of the band Queen. That's right. That's right. This is Freddie Mercury. He was the lead vocalist for the band Queen, known for his extraordinary vocal range and charismatic performances. All right, we're on to our last two. This character is a member of a group of mercenaries. He is known for his mohawk and gold chains. That should give it away. Who knows? His catchphrase is, "I pity the fool. I pity the fool." Something like that. Kind of like that. He is an expert in hand-to-hand combat. I'm sure I remember that part. No, it's not me. It's not me. He is played by Lawrence Turowd. Maybe you guys can help me with that pronunciation. In the TV series, The A-Team was the name of the series. And who is this? Who is this character? Everybody remember? Mr. T is the character from the TV show The A-Team, which aired from 1983 to 1987. All right, last one. The character is known for his stuttering, like Big Joe, Old Joe, Lazy Joe, Tired Joe. He often appears as a computer-generated television host. Who remembers? His show was set to a dystopian future dominated by television networks. He wears a suit and has slicked back blonde hair. Who remembers this guy? He is the titular character. I haven't used that word before. He is the titular character of the 1980s TV series Max Headroom. At least not in that context. That's right. This is Max Headroom. He is a fictional artificial intelligence character predicting the future, introduced in the 1980s, known for his satirical commentary and unique glitchy appearance. So how'd you guys do? Does anybody need a restroom break or something before we go to round two? I'll give you a second to regroup yourself, and then we'll fire up round two right away here. If anybody has any ideas for some more categories or something that they want me to do in the future, like next week or the week after that or the Wednesday after that, you guys let me know. All right, I'll fire up the next round here. Hang on. Here we go with round two. Little oil for the robots. On to round two, 20 groundbreaking scientists and inventors. So we're switching gears. Everybody get their thinking hats on, a little more history-oriented here now. This scientist developed the theory of relativity. His famous equation is E equals mc squared. He won the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1921. He's an old character. There you go, Brad. He was a theoretical physicist born in Germany. His name has become synonymous with genius. There you go. Henry's got it. Everybody's got it. That was a pretty easy one. We always start easy, we get harder. Albert Einstein is renowned for his contributions in physics, particularly his theories of relativity and his influence on the philosophy of science. How about that? We've got 20 of these. Our robots do the painting. You guys do the guessing. And here we go to number 2. Famous scientist. This inventor worked on alternating current electrical systems. Pretty good clue. Yes, he did. He did indeed. He developed the Tesla coil. Little clue there. He was a Serbian-American engineer. Who knows? He had a famous rivalry with Thomas Edison. The unit of magnetic flux density is named after him. Magnetic flux density. For all you people who are into electricity, you're going to know what we're talking about. The rest of us have no idea. That's right, Henry. That's right. Everybody's getting it now. This is Nikola as opposed to Nikolai or Nicholas. Nikola Tesla was inventor and electrical engineer known for his revolutionary work in electromagnetism and wireless communication. Excuse me. Next up, this scientist conducted pioneering research on radioactivity. Who's got it? You can get it just on that. She was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize. She discovered the elements polonium and radium. There you go. I see the right answer popping up everywhere. You guys know this one. She won Nobel Prizes in both physics and chemistry. She was a Polish-born physicist and chemist. I think everybody's got it. Marie Curie was a trailblazing scientist whose research on radioactivity paved the way for advancements in both medicine and nuclear physics. There you go. Marie Curie. Curie. That's right. On to number 4 of our famous scientists. Our robots do the painting, you guys do the guessing. This scientist formulated the laws of motion and universal gravitation. He wrote Mathematical Principles of Natural Philosophy. I guess that's the name of the book. Mathematical Principles of Natural Philosophy. He developed the theory of calculus independent of, I don't know this guy, Leibniz. I guess another calculus guy. They both developed it at the same time, so it must have been right. An apple falling from a tree is famously associated with his discoveries. Everybody's got it. Some of these scientists are a little too easy for you guys. You guys were more challenged by the icons of the 1980s. Sir Isaac Newton is widely recognized as one of the most influential scientists of all time, making groundbreaking contributions to physics, mathematics, and astronomy. Sir Isaac Newton. They did. Another easy one. This scientist improved the telescope and made significant astronomical observations. He discovered the 4 largest moons of Jupiter. Have you guys ever seen those through a telescope? It's very cool. Remind me to tell you the snake story. I brought that up in the last round. I have a snake story. How that's related to this guy, I don't know. He was tried by Inquisition for his scientific views. He is known as the father of modern observational astronomy. Not Copernicus, not Michelangelo. The other guy, that's right, Henry. That's correct. Galileo Galilei was an Italian polymath whose work laid the foundation for modern physics and observational astronomy. Galileo Galilei. Correct. All right, we're up all the way up to number 6 now. This scientist developed the theory of something by natural selection. He published On the Origin of Species. That was his book. These clues are too easy. What do you guys think? Those too easy clues. Robots gave me easy clues. The voyage on his HMS Beagle was crucial to his research. He studied finches on the Galapagos Islands. He was an English naturalist. Who knows his name? Who was this guy that wrote all those books? Developed the theory of evolution by natural selection. Correct. I see the correct answer up there. Everybody knows his first name too. Who's got his first name too? That's right. Chucky Darwin. Charles Darwin. His work on evolution profoundly changed our understanding of the biological world and the development of life on Earth. Next up, number 7. This inventor held over 1,000 patents. 1,000 patents. He developed the phonograph and the motion picture camera. He improved the electric light bulb. Not Henry Ford. His laboratory was in Menlo Park, New Jersey. Not Menlo Park up in the Bay Area. He was known as the Wizard of Menlo Park. He was Tesla's buddy. Not Bell. Maybe it's the robot's picture of him that's fooling you. Usually you see him as like an old man. This is the young Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison was an American inventor and businessman whose innovations in electric power, mass communication, and sound recording had lasting impact on the modern world. There you go. Next up, this polymath excelled in art, science, and engineering. Come on now, who's it going to be? It's art, science, and engineering. You guys should already know it. He painted the Mona Lisa and the Last Supper. He was a Renaissance man. Yes, he was. He was an Italian artist and scientist. There you go. Not Chris Angel. Leonardo da Vinci was a true Renaissance genius whose contributions to art, science, and engineering continue to inspire and amaze. Yes, Leonardo da Vinci. All right, number 9. This scientist made significant contributions to cosmology. Cosmology. He was a cosmologist. He wrote a little book, which I love, A Brief History of Time. I think I did that book on tape, though, which probably made it more palatable. He worked on black holes and the nature of the universe. I think the robot's doing okay. It's a hard thing to paint. A little more detailed. He had ALS and used a computerized voice system. He was a theoretical physicist and cosmologist. That's right. Not Tom Cruise, but yes. Not Salman Rushdie. Stephen Hawking was a British theoretical physicist whose work on black holes and cosmology, along with his best-selling books, made him a household name. Next up, the inventor is credited with inventing the first practical telephone. Practical telephone. And I do need his full name on this one. He founded the Bell Telephone Company. He worked on communication devices for the deaf. Who remembers his? Yes, correct. Who? But all 3 names. Who's got the? I see. I see most of the names. You put everybody's answers together. I've got Alexander Graham Bell. Now, who remembers the first words spoken over the telephone? Anybody got the first words spoken over the phone? Anybody remember that? And what was Alexander Graham Bell's nationality? 2 more questions. Anybody know either of those? First words? First words were, Watson, come here, I want to see you. Watson. And he was Scottish. All right, on to number 11. This scientist developed the germ theory of disease. He created the first vaccines for rabies and anthrax. Who remembers? Who knows? There you go. I see the right answer on the board already. He invented the process for pasteurization, which may or may not be related to his last name. His work in microbiology saved countless lives. He was a French chemist and microbiologist. Everybody got it? I was just reading something about this guy. I think I got to do a video on this gentleman coming up. Somehow I have to make it into a dark story, though, for it to be popular. We can talk about that later, too. Louis Pasteur was a pioneering microbiologist whose discoveries in germ theory and immunization transformed medical science. All right, on to number 12. This one's a little more challenging. This scientist co-discovered the structure of DNA. Who knows that one? He worked with Francis Crick. I do use a clone voice on some of my videos, but this, of course, is not a clone voice. I'm Dave Headroom. This guy won the Nobel Prize for Physiology or Medicine in 1962. He is an American molecular biologist. His discovery led to the double helix structure. Anybody know who this is? Anybody got it? Anybody know this guy's name? Because I did not before I did this video. This is James Watson. His discovery of the structure of DNA alongside Francis Crick marked a pivotal movement in the history of genetics and molecular biology. So let's see if you can get the next one. First clue should help. This scientist co-discovered the structure of DNA. If you're following along, if you're like paying attention to anything I'm saying, you'd already know the answer. This guy worked with James Watson. Google cheaters in the house. As long as they're not using ChatGPT. He won the Nobel Prize for Physiology or Medicine in 1962 also. He was a British molecular biologist. There you go. Yes. Correct. Correct, I did. I did say something about a guy named Francis Crick, whose work on the structure of DNA in collaboration with James Watson was a cornerstone of the modern molecular biology. That was hardly fair, was it, to put those two together? Crazy robots. All right, you guys will know this one. This scientist was a renowned astronomer and astrophysicist. He popularized science with the TV series Cosmos. Everybody remember that? He authored the novel Contact. Cool movie, right? Everybody remembers who this gentleman is. He was a strong advocate for the search for extraterrestrial life. His famous phrase is billions and billions of stars. That's correct. That is, you have the answer. Carl Sagan was an influential scientist and science communicator, that's a good way of putting it, who made significant contributions to planetary science and the popularization of science. Carl Sagan, good picture by the robots too. Here, give the robot props on this one. Nice job. Okay, we're all the way to number 15. We got 5 left. And I tell you, I did not know this person. This mathematician worked on Charles Babbage's early mechanical general-purpose computer, the analytical engine. She is considered the first computer programmer. First computer programmer. How about that? Her notes on analytical engine include what is recognized as the first algorithm intended to be processed by a machine. She was the daughter of poet Lord Byron. She was an English mathematician and writer. Betsy Ross. is incorrect. Incorrect. Who knows this answer? Because I did not. She kind of looks like an Emily. It's not an Emily, but this person looks like an Emily. This is Ada Lovelace. Pioneering work in computing and algorithms laid the groundwork for the field of computer science. Wow. Moving on, this scientist made critical contributions to understanding the molecular structures of DNA, RNA, viruses, coal, and graphite. How about those connections? Her work was crucial to the discovery of DNA double helix. She used X-ray diffraction techniques. This is starting to sound very technical. Her contributions were initially overlooked in favor of her male colleagues. That must have been that Crick and Watson guy. Well, this was the gal who did it before Crick and Watson. Her contributions were initially overlooked in favor of her male colleagues, and she was a British chemist. Margot Robbie is incorrect. Sarah Byron is incorrect. Emily again is incorrect. Oprah, no. Who knows? Who knows? Same last name as another scientist, an American scientist. This is Rosalind Franklin. Her work was instrumental in the discovery of DNA double helix structure, although her contributions were not fully recognized during her lifetime. Bummer. Bummer. Speaking of a Franklin, this polymath was a founding father of the United States. He conducted experiments with electricity, famously involving a kite. Not a bright move. Not the brightest scientist. That's correct. Brad has it. He invented the lightning rod, bifocals, and the Franklin stove. I did not know that he was the inventor of the Franklin stove. Should have known, right? Pretty obvious. He was an author, printer, and diplomat. He appears on the U.S. $100 bill. Correct, correct, correct. You guys have it. Robots did pretty good with this. They got the kite, they got the key, they got the robot, they got like an American bird up in the sky. How about that? Benjamin Franklin was a leading figure in early American history, known for his contributions to science, politics, and literature. There you go. We only got 3 left. We are still doing famous scientists through history. This physicist contributed to the development of quantum electrodynamics. That's a new category. He was known for his charismatic lectures and teaching style. Who knows this one? He played the bongos. I'm not sure how the bongos. He worked on the Manhattan Project. Who knows this one? He won the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1965. 1965. He was an American theoretical physicist. I don't see the right answer up there yet. Jack Kerouac is not correct. Neither is Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer is not correct. Jack Kerouac is not correct. This is Richard Feynman. Richard Feynman was a brilliant physicist and educator whose work in quantum mechanics and particle physics earned him widespread acclaim and a Nobel Prize. Second to last, this scientist made foundational contributions to understanding atomic structure and quantum theory. He developed the Bohr model of the atom. He received the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1922. He was a mentor to many leading physicists of the 20th century. Kind of looks like Rod Serling, I guess. This is a pretty famous physicist. He was a Danish physicist. Danish physicist. Does that help? He has a Danish name. Not Mr. Kerr. Oh, although was he married to Mary? No, he wasn't married. That was a different guy. That was somebody named Carrie. Somebody's Brad, you kind of guy? I don't know. Niels Bohr. His work on atomic structure and quantum is crucial in developing of modern physics. A key cog. He was a key cog. Last one. This astronomer formulated the laws of planetary motion. Who knows that one from their astronomy classes? If anybody took astronomy class. He worked as an assistant to Tycho Brahe. He published Astronomia Nova. Astronomia Nova. His work provided a foundation for Newton's theory of gravitation. I don't see the right answer up there yet. Nope. Wrong again. Formulated the laws of planetary motion. He was a German mathematician and astronomer. German man. He has a very German name. Who's got it? Last one. Johannes Kepler. Laws of planetary motion were critical in advancing the understanding of celestial mechanics and astronomy. Well, that concludes our robot speed painting. They got a little harder there. I think you guys were a little bit challenged there. That's good. Now, if anybody wants to stick around, I'm going to do a 1-minute preview. I've got a long video coming up on Marilyn Monroe, kind of the darker side of the story. Part of the mystery surrounding her death and the whole JFK thing. Anyway, let me play the preview, the 1-minute preview, and then we can chat about other stuff if you want.
Marilyn Monroe, born Norma Jean Mortensen, had a tough childhood. Orphaned and bounced between foster homes, she sought solace in dreams of stardom. In 1946, she signed her first film contract with 20th Century Fox. Her transformation into Marilyn Monroe began. Hollywood loved her. Her roles in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes and The 7-Year Itch turned her into an icon. Behind the platinum blonde hair and dazzling smile, Marilyn was intelligent and ambitious. She sought respect in an industry that often reduced her to a mere sex symbol. Her fame brought her into elite circles. At a party, she met John F. Kennedy. Their connection was instant. She later met his brother, Robert. The Kennedys were powerful, charming, and drawn to her allure. Marilyn's star was rising, but the pressures of fame and her turbulent personal life weighed heavily. Her ties to the Kennedys would soon pull her into a web of secrets and lies that would haunt her final days.
Anyway, there you go. That's the 1-minute preview. There's going to be 10 parts, and that should be coming out within a few days. I've got most of it done. So anyway, thank you guys for showing up. If anybody wants to stick around and chat about anything. Oh, I forgot I was going to tell you the snake story. That was related to somebody being afraid of snakes on that first set of icons of the 80s. Anyway, so had a big black snake. I killed it yesterday. I had to. It was eating my eggs. We had it in the coop, and it kept sneaking in there, and we were noticing not that many eggs, and we're wondering what's going on. And one day he had one stuffed in his throat and wasn't leaving, so we had to get him. But This was no little snake. This was like a 7 or 8 foot long, big old thick black snake. I don't know if they're called rat snakes, black snakes. I don't know what they are, but they like chicken eggs. And unfortunately, there was nothing I could do. I could try to grab him and move him, but he'd just come back. So had to take matters into my own hands. And he was tough. Anyway, that's the snake story. Anyway, what else is going on? Anybody got anything going on? Anything about the videos, about the channel? Any great ideas for me on videos? I've got a new one that's a Nazi one coming up. I'll have a couple shorts coming out on that right away, and then within a week or two, we'll have the long version about the Nazi war machine. It'll kind of focus on how strong the war machine was and how blitzkrieg and all that stuff happened. So that should be pretty fun. What else have I got going on? I'm thinking about something on the Neanderthals. That's coming up. I'm still working on the Marlene Dietrich spy one about World War II. So there's a couple World War II things coming up. What else? I'm gonna put this up on the screen while we wait here. I'm gonna pause that. There we go. Anyway, what else going on? Anybody? You guys watching the baseball game? Can we do a play-by-play on the Dodger game? No? All right. Well, I'll let you guys go. Thank you for coming and watching tonight. And see you guys all later.